What's the true secret to staying steady on your feet at 70, 80, or even 94 years old? It's not just luck, and it's not simply about staying active. It's about giving your body the right internal support, the kind of quiet, powerful help that starts from within. As we age, something subtle but life-altering happens. Our legs begin to feel heavier. Stairs become steeper. Standing for too long makes our knees ache. The confidence we once felt walking across a room slowly starts to fade. And yet many seniors think this decline is inevitable, a natural part of aging we must simply accept. But what if that wasn't true? What if the answer to stronger, steadier legs wasn't buried in an expensive gym routine or hidden behind a prescription, but instead found in a spoonful of something natural, something simple? In this video, we're uncovering 6 essential vitamins that directly impact the strength, stamina, and resilience of your legs. Vitamins that help reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, restore muscle function, and keep your joints flexible. Each one plays a critical role in how confidently you walk, how quickly you recover, and how free you feel in your own body. More importantly, we're showing you how a single daily habit, just 1 tablespoon a day, can bring these benefits to life. This isn't just about science, it's about freedom. Because when your legs are strong, you're not just able to move, you're able to live. You can garden again, climb the stairs with confidence. Travel without fear. Hug your grandchild standing tall. You can trust your body again, and that kind of freedom, it's worth everything. So stay with us until the end, because the last vitamin we'll share is one that almost no one talks about, but it could be the missing piece you've been searching for. Whether you're 60 or 90, you deserve to feel steady, strong, and alive. Let's take that step together, starting now. First, the foundation of strength. Why vitamin D is your first line of defense. If your legs have started to feel less steady, if standing up feels like more of a task than it used to, or if your knees ache after a short walk, you might think this is just part of aging, but that's not the full truth. Often what feels like age stealing your strength is actually your body calling out for something it's missing. And one of the most overlooked culprits is vitamin D. Vitamin D isn't just about strong bones. It's about keeping your entire foundation, your legs, joints, balance, and mobility alive and responsive. It helps your body absorb calcium, strengthens your bones from within, and supports your muscles so they can respond quickly and powerfully when you need them most. Without it, your legs can feel shaky, your steps uncertain, and your confidence slowly begins to slip away. But here's what many people over 60 don't realize. As you age, your skin naturally becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. That quick walk in the sun that worked wonders at 30 may no longer give your body what it needs at 70 or 80. And that slow decline, it often goes unnoticed until climbing stairs becomes a chore or nighttime leg cramps start waking you up more than they used to. The good news, it's fixable. Just 1 tablespoon a day of cod liver oil can deliver a powerful dose of vitamin D, enough to restore balance, to strengthen your core, and put that grounded confidence back in your step. It's a simple change that can spark a powerful transformation. People who've made this shift often say the same thing. I didn't even realize how weak I'd become until I started feeling strong again. So if your legs have been sending you quiet warnings, aches, fatigue, wobbly steps, it's time to listen. Because with the right support, your legs can carry you not just through your home, but through the next chapter of your life with strength, steadiness, and purpose. Second, the silent saboteur. How vitamin B12 protects your strength and stability. Sometimes the decline in strength doesn't come with a loud warning. It creeps in quietly. One day, you notice your legs feel heavier than usual. Walking across the room takes more effort. You feel a strange tingling in your feet or a wave of exhaustion even after a full night's sleep. These aren't just off days. They might be your body's way of telling you it's missing something vital. Something as small as a molecule, but as powerful as your independence. Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is often called the energy vitamin. But it's so much more than that. It fuels the connection between your brain and your muscles, keeping your nervous system sharp and responsive. It helps your red blood cells carry oxygen to every part of your body, especially your legs, so they don't just move, they move with strength, balance, and confidence. When you're low on B12, your body can't communicate properly with itself. That's why even simple movements can feel shaky, uncoordinated, or tiring. And here's what's most concerning. B12 deficiency is incredibly common in older adults. As you age, your body becomes less able to absorb this crucial vitamin from food, even if you're eating well. You might not know it's happening until the signs become impossible to ignore. Numbness in the feet, frequent muscle weakness, unexplained fatigue, or the unnerving feeling that your legs might give out without warning. But there's good news. A simple change in your daily habits can bring powerful results. Just 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast a day can supply your body with a potent dose of B12. Add it to soups, sprinkle it on veggies, or stir it into a smoothie. It's easy, natural, and surprisingly effective. Those who restore their B12 levels often describe it as a light being switched back on. Their steps feel steadier, their energy returns, the disconnect between thought and movement fades. They feel more in control of their legs, their body, their life. So if you've ever found yourself wondering, why do my legs feel weaker than they used to? Don't ignore the whisper. Listen to your body and give it the one thing that might restore not just strength, but confidence in every step. Third, the forgotten protector. How vitamin C rebuilds your strength from the inside out. You might not think much about it when your knees ache after a walk or when you feel stiff getting out of bed. Maybe you chalk it up to just getting older. But what if those little signs of discomfort were your body quietly asking for help? And what if the answer wasn't some expensive treatment or complicated exercise, but something as simple and powerful as vitamin C? We often associate vitamin C with cold prevention or a glass of orange juice in the morning. But its true power runs much deeper, especially when it comes to your legs, your joints, and your ability to move freely. As we age, the body's natural ability to produce collagen, the protein that cushions your joints, strengthens your tendons, and keeps your muscles resilient, begins to slow down. Without enough collagen, the joints that once carried you effortlessly through the day begin to stiffen, ache, and weaken. Vitamin C is essential in this process. It doesn't just help you feel better when you're sick. It actually helps rebuild the very structure that supports your legs. It reduces inflammation speeds, up recovery, and protects your muscles and joints from everyday wear and tear. That's why seniors who consistently get enough vitamin C often notice they bounce back faster after activity. Their knees feel more flexible, their legs don't feel as heavy. They move not just with less pain, but with renewed freedom. So how can you get more of it? Citrus fruits, bell peppers, strawberries, and kiwi are excellent sources. But if you want something simple and powerful, try adding 1 tablespoon of acerola cherry powder to your routine. It delivers an incredible dose of natural vitamin C and is easy to stir into a smoothie or water. Many older adults who make this change say they feel years younger. Mornings aren't filled with groans and grimaces. Walks become enjoyable again, and perhaps most importantly, they no longer feel like they're constantly fighting their own body. Because when you give your joints the building blocks they've been missing, they don't just stop hurting, they start healing, and that quiet ache, it becomes a distant memory. Fourth, the silent director. How vitamin K2 guides strength back into your bones. You can take all the calcium in the world. You can drink milk, eat greens, even pop supplements faithfully. But if that calcium doesn't reach the right places, your bones, your spine, your legs, it can quietly do more harm than good. That's where vitamin K2 steps in. Often overlooked, yet absolutely essential. K2 is the traffic controller your body needs to guide calcium to where it belongs and keep it out of where it doesn't. As we age, bone strength becomes less about how much calcium you consume and more about how effectively your body uses it. Without enough K2, calcium can settle into your arteries, joints, and soft tissues. The result, stiff legs, achy knees, a posture that begins to curve. It's not always just age. Sometimes it's a nutritional misfire, a lack of K2 silently redirecting strength away from your bones. But when you begin to nourish your body with vitamin K2, things change. Suddenly, your calcium starts working for you again. It rebuilds bone density. It stabilizes your frame. It lifts the weight from your knees and realigns your posture, not just physically, but emotionally too. There's a dignity in walking upright. There's power in standing tall, even when the years keep adding up. The best sources. Fermented foods like natto-aged cheeses and sauerkraut are rich in K2. But if those don't suit your palate, a daily tablespoon of grass-fed butter or ghee can be an easy and delicious solution. It's a simple habit, yet its impact is extraordinary. Many older adults who begin adding K2 to their diet describe something unexpected movement that feels effortless again. Stairs don't seem so daunting. Getting up from a chair no longer takes planning and the tension in their knees. It begins to fade because vitamin K2 isn't just a bone. Vitamin, it's a restoration agent. It gives your body the guidance it needs to build strength where it matters most. If you want to keep walking, climbing, standing, and living with confidence, then don't just focus on what you take in. Focus on where it goes and let K2 lead the way. Fifth, the quiet engine, how magnesium fuels your legs with energy and calm. There's a kind of heaviness that creeps into your legs over time, and not just physical, but emotional too. It's the moment you hesitate before standing, the subtle dread before a staircase, or the cramp that jolts you awake in the middle of the night. You might shrug it off as aging, but what if your body is actually calling out for something simple, silent, and deeply essential? That something is magnesium, the often forgotten mineral that quietly powers your muscles, your nerves, and your circulation. Magnesium is your body's natural relaxation mineral. It helps your muscles contract and release smoothly. It regulates your heartbeat. It supports blood flow and oxygen delivery. And when you're low on it, as many older adults are, your legs are often the first to feel the impact. Cramping fatigue, restless legs that won't settle, that achy, dragging feeling after just a short walk. That might not be your age. It might be your magnesium stores running on empty. This isn't just about comfort. It's about confidence. Every time your legs cramp or stumble, your trust in your body takes a hit. But when magnesium is present in the right amount, something powerful returns ease. Suddenly, your steps feel lighter, your legs feel supported, and your energy lasts longer than you thought possible. Leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains are excellent magnesium sources. But for a quick, nourishing boost, try a daily tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, a natural magnesium-rich powerhouse. It's a small step, but it sends a big message to your body. I'm listening. I'm taking care of you. Many older adults who increase their magnesium intake report fewer nighttime cramps, smoother recovery after activity, and a surprising surge in energy. They don't just feel better, they move better, with a quiet confidence that says, "My legs are still mine," because magnesium doesn't shout, it whispers. But if you give it a chance, it can be the calm, steady engine that powers every step you take without struggle, without fear, and without giving in to the myth that strength fades with age. Sixth, the lifeline in your legs, how vitamin E revives strength through better circulation. Sometimes the weakness in your legs isn't about strength, it's about flow, blood flow, energy flow, that deep sense of life moving through you with ease. If your legs feel tired, too quickly swell after sitting, or go cold. Without reason, it might not be a matter of effort. It might be your circulation quietly slowing down. And one of the most powerful, yet overlooked nutrients to restore that flow is vitamin E. Vitamin E doesn't just support your immune system or skin health. At its core, It's a vascular healer, a natural blood thinner that keeps your vessels open, flexible, and able to deliver oxygen-rich blood exactly where it's needed, especially to your legs. When circulation slows, your leg muscles starve for oxygen, your nerves begin to misfire, and even walking to the mailbox can leave you winded and sore. But when vitamin E steps in, it's like turning the tap back on. Suddenly, movement feels easier, lighter, alive. One of the most beautiful things about improving circulation is the renewal it brings. Older adults who increase their vitamin E intake often describe a subtle transformation, less swelling in their ankles, more warmth in their feet, and a longer stride they haven't felt in years. Not because they trained harder, but because their body finally had what it needed to function freely. You can find vitamin E in almonds, sunflower seeds, and spinach. But for a simple and effective boost, just 1 tablespoon of wheat germ oil a day can provide a rich, natural dose. Stir it into your smoothie or drizzle it over vegetables. It's a quiet act of self-care that speaks volumes. What's more, vitamin E helps reduce inflammation, which means fewer aches and more comfort during movement. It protects the very cells that power your muscles, ensuring they're resilient, not just today, but for the years ahead. Because staying strong isn't always about muscle. Sometimes it's about giving your body the ability to breathe, to flow, to move without resistance. And when you nourish that from the inside out, you don't just walk better, you live better. Final thoughts. As we journey through life, our legs carry us across seasons, milestones, and memories. But with time, even the strongest legs can begin to feel the weight of the years. The good news, you don't have to surrender your strength to age. You can nourish it, preserve it, and even reclaim it one thoughtful choice at a time. The 6 vitamins we explored today, D, B12, CK2, magnesium, and E, are more than just nutrients. They are silent guardians of your independence, your confidence, and your ability to keep living life on your terms. Whether it's easing cramps, restoring circulation, rebuilding bone density, or giving you the energy to keep going. These small allies work quietly but powerfully behind the scenes. And here's what matters most. It's never too late to begin. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your body is still listening, still capable of healing, still able to respond to care. So if your legs have felt heavier lately, if stairs seem steeper or walks feel shorter, take it not as a defeat, but as a signal. A gentle whisper that your body is asking for support, and now you know exactly how to give it. Start with a tablespoon, a sprinkle, a shift in awareness, because sometimes the smallest changes make the greatest difference. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We hope this video inspired you to move, to nourish, and to believe in your body's quiet strength. If you found this helpful, please leave a comment and let us know what you're going to try first. We'd love to hear your story. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell for more practical, empowering tips to help you live stronger, longer, and better. You're not alone on this journey. We're walking it with you.